What up, everybody? It's your boy, the Monkey King, aka Martial Arts T, on my morning walk. I got started around 4:25 this morning on the actual walk away from the crib, trying to get a mile in. Might get it or a little bit over, either way it goes. I know what the distancing is. Um, I got my Moto 360 Sport on. I had to put a picture later on of my equipment that I got, period. Not necessarily EDC. That's going to be a completely different subject. But my bag that I'm rocking right now, I don't know if you can see it. I hit another light right here. This is the bag I'm going to be unloading for the whole EDC tip. Here it is. You see this? I just do it like this so y'all can see it a little bit better. But I wear it to the side or to the back. Either way, it's not as cumbersome, very body forming and everything like that. I'll throw some pictures up at the end of the video that I got on my phone of actually me with the bag. I weighed in at like 209 and some change. Put those up at the end of the video too. But gotta break 195. That's my goal. I gotta break 195. I really want to break 190 since I've already broke 200 and got actually to 195. I want to break to 190, so just trying to figure out what I can do to get there. Is it gonna be tough? Not really. One thing I gotta do is a whole month of I think once I cut out all the fast food and stop being so lazy, and I'll openly admit when it comes to like coming home and cooking, I'll be all right. And then after that, I'll transition into factoring out processed foods, and then I'll be slowly but surely getting there. Yeah. But this is a start. I used to walk like this all the time. And I used to have a friend who we used to walk distances and talk and everything and whatnot. And I don't know what weight I stayed at. But I was on the bus constantly too, so I was on a whole lot of foot traffic at that time. Whole lot of foot traffic. Um, the whole EDC thing, starting to look at it more methodically, starting to look at various kits that I'll be doing. But I like to do stuff from the bare bones basic for the simple fact that this is for people that's on a budget and not trying to kill themselves, I want to say. Let me put it like this. I'm going to take a picture of my old building that I was in. It's subsidized housing. If anybody knows what subsidized housing is, you don't know, Google it. Subsidized housing. You know, what is subsidized housing? Look it up. But basically, it's housing based off of your income. And depending on you, where you go, whether you go the Greater Dayton or Greater Montgomery County Housing Authority, or, you know, HUD, Section 8, whatever it is, you know, where you're at, it goes based off your income. And I did that for a while. I was in a building called the Wentworth Building. So when I'm constructing my kits, my gear for training and everything, I'm constructing it as if I was back living in that apartment with maybe the income I got now, uh, enough to sustain for one person, not two. So I'm also doing it because I have my son, so I'm taking him into consideration, and I'm not trying to kill myself. So this is for the guy or gal that's in subsidized housing that wants to train, martial arts. Let's say more for the self-defense purposes right now. And those are a lot of the tips I'm going with. And being someone who's trained mixed martial arts plus self-defense, there's benefits to somebody's self-defense cross-training with somebody in mixed martial arts. Plain and simple. There's a lot of benefits. And some people might agree to disagree, but even Jeff Speakman, what is it, Kempo 4.0, Kempo 2.0, I had to look it up and get back on that. He even basically talks about it, and when he talks about it, I ain't even gonna say candidly, but he talks about it outright in his interview with Scott Adkins on Scott Adkins' Art of Action podcast and everything. He speaks on it while he redeveloped Kempo. He dug deeper into it and basically brought out stuff that was already there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it is stuff that was there, but a lot of traditional martial arts or smart martial arts, however, because there's a lot of martial arts out there that you can't even consider sport martial arts because they train for self-defense only. They do the katas. They got their own, they have their own program and protocols, I want to say, for ranking to, see where every student is, to help them get to the rank they need to get to, and to get everybody in the appropriate groups and around the appropriate people of their caliber at that time in their training. So they don't do tournaments, and they'll say, "No, we're training for self-defense." That way, this and that, and that's what he was talking about. And then some cross-train and do both, But my channel is my journey. Plus, okay, I got this 1-bedroom apartment, 2-bedroom apartment, 2-bedroom townhouse. But I want to train to defend myself because I've been in some bad relationships. I want to train, and I want to do mixed martial arts. I want to train this one because it's been my love for so long. Whatever, if it's the Filipino arts, the Japanese arts, Chinese arts, you know what I'm saying? Any of those art forms, and you want to train, you just got to get up. But don't bust your head in your bank and whatnot. And this is no kicker to somebody's store. And a lot of people nowadays will tell you, go to Amazon to do this. Amazon's got a lot of stuff. First, I always go with the cheapest, but the best reviews and the best stars. So if it's got like 4 more stars on it, definitely rocking it. And those 4 stars, 4.5, 4 altogether, 5 sometimes, have never failed me. You might have to do a little bit of modification or something. And it could be something that's just buying a screwdriver that fits it. That's how I did with my knife. And I love this knife. The more I look at it, I love it. I'm about to come in the light, and then I'm going to show you my knife. And the fact that I'm recording and I keep it concealed in my bag, somebody look at it and get paranoid. It's for defense. And we have a stand your ground law here in Dayton, Ohio, in the state of Ohio, where if I did pull this out to defend myself, I was doing it because basically I needed to defend myself. Now, this is, I think I looked it up last night, $12.99 on Amazon. Had to explain some other things on it, but this knife right here, love it. It's nice, it's beefy. Check that out. Love it. Now, it didn't close. It closed like real smooth like and everything when I first got it. But then after that, started to get real loose. So, went to Harbor Freight, bought a bit set, tightened it. Got 1 mile. Got 1 mile in. Cool. Cool. But went to Harbor Freight, tightened it. But guess what? I tightened it too tight. Couldn't get it to flip easy. You know what I mean? So I loosened it up a little bit. I played with the tension on the bolt. Finally got it where it is, and it hasn't lost any type of tension or anything in a long time. So I can't complain. What is this up here? Somebody dropped something off their truck. Okay. But yeah, that's where I'm coming from. And even with the EDC, you know, I see a lot of guys talk about some expensive, but like I follow Marine X, Corporal's Corner, and what's another one? Oh, the best damn EDC. Oh, that's a trash can. Cool. Yeah, the best damn EDC. I follow those guys. I watch a lot of their videos and whatnot. And I'm like, okay, not them, but like they always say, you got to do what's customizable to you. So I'm not doing anything that's new. Just a little different. And based off of, you know what I'm saying, my experiences, you know, financially and lifestyle wise. Like, we have a decent transit system here in Dayton, and a lot of people carry book bags. Sometimes they carry book bags with a lot of unnecessary stuff. And that's because some cats are hopping from house to house, place to place. So they might have one place where they got clothes at that they need to go and grab. Some people have got enough to, you know, make a quick change, sweatpants, this and that. They might buy stuff here and there. Then you just got some people that were like myself. Just had a book bag that just accumulated stuff in it. That a lot of the stuff was completely unnecessary. Shouldn't have been in the bag. So, disciplining myself, pushing myself to do the simplest thing, as in go on my bag, organize all of my bags to where I only got to switch certain things into them. When I say certain things, putting my house key and my car keys on my bag. That way I got them. Well, if I'm on my way out the door, my car keys should either be in my pocket or in my hand walking out the door. If I don't need, so let me get that down packed. And stuff like that. Plus, affordability. You don't want to bust yourself up buying a bunch of stuff and you don't need it. So, or trying to, like they said, buy a $200-$300 knife, $400 or $500 knife. And you ain't got the income to be buying no 3, 4, 5, especially if you stay in subsidized housing. But you're like, hey, I want to do EDC. Why are people always, panning to them? Other thing about EDC, and in bushcrafting, I feel like you should be able to push something and teach somebody how to use everything. Like, instead of doing a $100 Harbor Freight or $100 Harbor Freight or Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Family Dollar haul, why don't you do something for like 50? That's just like emergencies, if you're out, if you decided to work somewhere, and then after that got left something, then you're good. You got your bag, you know what you got, you know where to maybe find an area to camp out for the night, and then break it down and get somewhere and get you a shower and whatnot. Be alright, you know? But how would you do that? You know? Talk about ridge lines, stuff like that. How to prep it, pull it out, refold it up, throw it, you know what I'm saying, in the bag. What needs to be prepped, what might not need to be prepped, so forth and so on. So that's what my channel is dedicated to, is the more of the low income, lower middle class people that's working their way up, that want something that's good. Like I said, this knife that I got, I just showed you guys, is $12.99 on Amazon right now. I think it was like an M-Tech or something like that. I ain't even gonna say I'm gonna put it in the description, because I'm planning on stopping this video in a minute and just basically loading it up before I get to my house. But that was $12.99. Most people, and I already picked out some flashlights that I gotta order, but I got one, but I want a smaller one, and I hope this one that I order is smaller. And what is it? I bought some pens, and that's the other thing. I come to find myself sometimes sitting down pen, and I'm kind of, you know, goofy at losing it. But there are gonna be times where I'm gonna have to make sure I carry what I call a disposable pen. That's pretty much redundant, like a lighter, a redundancy pen, and my everyday carry pen, which I think I found a decent bolt action pen I'm gonna buy, that I can buy the refills from on Amazon, and order those and have that, and that doesn't cost that much. So pen, flashlight, got a multi-tool. My multi-tool came from Ace Hardware. I've already had that, so no need. You know, I've seen some multi-tools I can buy. That was like $12.99. Multi-tool. It's in here. Yep. Multi-tool. These are great. The needle nose pliers on them, and the screwdrivers and whatnot, do come in handy. That, and then paper. I'm doing the damn EDC, low key. All this stuff, either I've already had it, and that's where I'm going with when I do my whole dump out of my bag. Cool. But that's another video. I think I'm gonna do that Wednesday. Yeah, I'm gonna do that dump Wednesday. But yeah, that's what I'm doing it for. I'm doing it for the cat that wants to work out. He might be 213, 212, but he loves the cardio action. He wants to, you know, he just bought him a 55-inch, put it in his house, and he's like, I want to discipline my mind. Problem with a lot of people that's low income, we try to keep up with the Joneses. We got to stop doing that. We got to go with that whole I like that saying, if I can't buy it 3 times, I'm not buying it. Some say if you can't buy it twice, don't buy it. I'm going to say 3 times because I'm the third. My son is the fourth. My dad is junior. So I'm the third. I go with 3. But you can pick either 3 or 2. You can't buy it 3 times or 2 times right then and there, don't need to buy it. If you can't, put a certain amount to the side, don't buy it. And that's the thing. I walked this whole little route in a while. But I got something for this when I get home, you know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff, people. But this has been like a 20-minute video. Me walking and jabbering and whatnot. I'm not going to delete it and take it down to like a 5 or 10-minute video because there's people who have made longer videos walking. But this is my journey. This is what I do. I hope I didn't waste your time because I'm on it. It's 2:09. I might even weigh myself when I get back home because I got up, drank a cup of tea, weighed myself, then got dressed, stepped out here, and it's cool, but I'm still getting a sweat, so that's a good thing. My old apartment building that I used to live in. Take a picture of that before I turn. It's about to be a journey. Me getting back into it, doing all the protocols for Budo Rukai and everything. My thing is, I can't wait till I get up and be able to use certain spaces in my house. I'm doing it. And I was going to use my living room, but this was the thing. I had to be moving certain things all the time and kind of prepping the living room for the morning routine. And I got a whole room I can basically dedicate to health and wellness. That video is already up. So I'm going to get that one together and go from there. And the design, I'm definitely gonna need some input on by some people's. So y'all stay blessed, stay focused, keep pushing. I wonder if I can get it in the background. Oh yeah, okay. That building back there, that's my old apartment building. That's subsidized housing. I had a 1-bedroom. It's all the apartments in there are 1-bedroom. Decent. I didn't clutter mine. I called it living like a warrior. I had a little pantry area that had all my dry foods in it. And then I had 2 other closets besides the closet in the bedroom. I think the one closet that I was using to store nothing but my gear, I called that my war closet. And it had all my training gear in it that I ended up losing. There's a lot of nice gear in there. But I used to leave out of that bad boy and sometimes walk to practice, and at certain times I had people picking me up, giving me rides to practice and training. Used to walk from there to the library that used to be right down the street, get online, and that's how I was researching and ran into Krista Jacobson of the Budo Rukai. Then when the internet improved back in that day, we're talking, I want to say early 2000s, 2000. This is like 2008, 2009, way back. Basically, what did I do? I would go down to my mom's house and use her internet. And this is when, everybody started using the high speed that didn't interfere with the telephone lines, and get online, watch YouTube videos, make some recordings, upload. I was on a completely different account then. And I could have kept staying with that account, but I like to decompartmentalize. And that's what I did. I decompartmentalized with everything. And that was kind of the start some years ago. Then there was some things that was missing for me. I get into this real quick. No, I'm gonna make another video. Y'all stay blessed. Keep it going. Whew. I'm gonna shave today.